Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to share a story that's been weighing heavily on my mind. It's about family, loyalty, and the unexpected conflicts that can arise during what's supposed to be a day of gratitude, Thanksgiving. So, grab a snack and settle in because this one is a wild ride. So, here's the scoop. My wife and I were hosting our very first Thanksgiving in our new home. Exciting, right? We were thrilled to kick off this new chapter, welcoming family and friends to celebrate together. But little did I know, a storm was brewing under the surface. Now, my mom has been in a relationship with a guy named Rick for a few years. To be honest, Rick has always been polite, albeit a bit standoffish. He's the kind of guy who sticks to my mom like glue, and I've always felt like he was a little too clingy for my liking. But I tried to keep the peace. After all, family is everything. Everything was going smoothly until one fateful summer day. Picture this. My wife is driving home, and my mom is in the car with Rick. They're using CarPlay, and my wife thinks the call has ended. But it turns out it hadn't. And then, I can't even begin to describe how my heart dropped when I heard what Rick said next. He casually asked my mom if I made a lot of money. I mean, really? What kind of question is that? But it gets worse. He followed it up with a comment that I can't shake from my mind. "I'm a dick for saying this," he said, "but his wife is not pretty. I'd think he could afford better." Can you imagine? My wife overheard that gut-wrenching comment, and when she called me, she was in tears. I felt sick. Here I was, just a few months after our wedding, and my mom's boyfriend was tearing down my wife in such a cruel way. Immediately, I called my mom, and I lost it. I was furious. How could she let him speak like that? My mom was mortified. She apologized profusely, and I believe she never intended for any of this to happen. But Rick's words cut deep, and no amount of apologies could erase that. Fast forward to Thanksgiving. The big day was right around the corner, and the tension was palpable. My wife? She wanted nothing to do with Rick ever again, and honestly, I couldn't blame her. But my mom? She felt that we were being unreasonable. "He gave a genuine apology," she said. "He didn't mean for anyone to hear it." I get it. Everyone has conversations they wouldn't want overheard. But this felt different. This wasn't just a slip of the tongue. It was a reflection of how Rick truly saw my wife. I stood my ground, telling my mom that Rick absolutely could not come to our home for Thanksgiving. It was a hard line for me. But then the unthinkable happened. My mom made her choice. She decided to spend Thanksgiving with Rick instead. And just like that, the rest of the family got involved. My aunt called me a selfish brat for denying my mom the chance to bring her boyfriend. My grandma chimed in, saying my wife needed to grow up and accept that Rick might just not find her attractive. I was stunned. I felt cornered. Was I really being selfish? Did I overreact? Or was I standing up for my wife, the woman I love? I had to ask myself, how far do you go to protect your loved ones, even from family? As I reflect on that Thanksgiving, I feel torn. I wanted to foster a sense of family, but at what cost? I couldn't shake the feeling that by prioritizing my wife's feelings, I had alienated my mom. So here I am, sharing my story with you all, hoping to find some clarity. What would you have done in my shoes? Would you have allowed Rick to come and tried to make amends? Or would you have set the same boundaries? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I can't wait to hear what you would have done.